welcome to Focus on Revere. I am here today with a group of women from Women Encouraging Empowerment, or the group WE. It's a lovely group of women. I'm here first of all with Fatou Fatty. Welcome.
Thank you.
And also with Mina Madkour, who will be translating for us in Arabic today. And also I have Krystle and Andrea, both from Voguish Events, and we'll get back to you too. But first, Fatou, tell me a little bit about your group. I know your title is going to come up as former executive director.
Yes.
And I know that we were just told that there is a new executive director coming in.
Yes.
But before we get into that, please tell me about your group, when and how it got started.
Okay. Women Encouraging Empowerment, Inc. Was founded in 2010 by a group of women from Revere and Boston. Women that includes people like Lona, Lee Nugent at the CAPEC, Mina Madkour is one of them, Elena Martinez, then we have Trina Jackson from Boston, and Kuala Lumpur from Boston. We came together after one of the organizations that was working with immigrant groups in the city closed down, and the need was there. So we came together and founded this new organization so that we can support the new immigrants and newcomers that are coming into the city.
Okay. Where are you located?
Our office right now and the program is located at 50 Walnut Avenue in Revere, Massachusetts.
But you don't just serve Revere.
We don't serve Revere only. We serve Revere, is Boston, Winthrop, and Chelsea. We are open to any immigrant women, migrant or refugee women who needed help. They come to us. We're open to help them out.
Now, what kind of help do you give women who come to you?
We provide programs like English as a second language. We do domestic violence education, basically giving them information and, for them to understand their rights when they are a victim of domestic violence and where to go to get help. We do a lot of organizing and leadership development, and also we do civic engagement.
Okay, how many women do you have, I want to say enrolled, but that come to you as of right now?
On like yearly basis, we work with over 80 women.
Wow.
And sometimes we have men who comes to join our classes.
Well, I would think
but
so.
Our focus is mostly on women,
yeah,
and their family members.
Right. And how do you let them know that you're there? How do you let these women know that you're there? Because I would imagine that it's mostly male dominant. They would come over and it's mostly male dominant. So the men would know who to speak to, but how would a woman know to come to you?
When we started, we used flyers that we post out to businesses and around the city, but now it's basically word of mouth. Okay. Women that came in there, receive our services, work with us, will tell other women and their family members, and, people are hearing about us and people are coming to the organization to get help.
So how are you getting money to sponsor this right now?
Our funding basically comes with women that comes to the program, support the organization on a monthly basis, and then we receive money from foundations like Haymarket's People Fund, the Lenny Zekam Fund, Boston Women Fund, and RESIS. Those are the foundations that right now that are supporting us. But we also receive donations from community residents, people that we know, our friends, our colleagues, also support the organization yearly from the yearly appeal and also the annual dinner that we organize every year.
Okay. And how many women would you say that you've taught English to?
Since we started to now, we have more than 300 women came to our programs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So now they're able to get a job. They're able to speak to their children's teachers. They're able to
become citizens.
Of the United States. That is just that's a great.
Yes, and we have other women also who came through the program who are able to help other women now.
Right, exactly.
So that is, and we don't only provide those services, but any services or any help that the women need. If they need to apply for food stamps, we're there to help them. If they need to apply for free health care, we're there to help them. If they need to you know, they need information about housing, we do help them out. If they wanted to apply for public benefits like cash assistance, disability, we try to help them. And if they have issue with immigration, like they need legal services, we refer them to pro bono lawyers or lawyers that can, you know, that can charge them affordable fees.
Okay.
So we do all of that.
That's unbelievable. And let's get back to domestic violence. I mean, I just wouldn't even have thought it. You know, you just keep thinking that it's an issue that they'll know where to go, but they don't.
They don't.
And they may not feel as comfortable
Yeah.
in just a regular community. They
Yeah.
might feel more comfortable.
Coming to us.
Yes.
They don't, because the thing is that we work with women from different cultures
Yes.
and different countries and different backgrounds and different religions. So some of them, because of their religious backgrounds, they are not, it's a taboo to even talk about domestic violence.
Okay.
So some of them, they don't even want to hear about it.
Okay.
But what we do is basically give them the education so that they understand their rights and also understand that domestic violence in the United States is a crime. So even if they don't call to get the help, a neighbor who is hearing the noise and the fight could call the police, and then the police will be involved. Law enforcement will be involved. Okay. So we want them to understand their rights. We want them to know where the resources are, where they can go and get help in case that they needed the help. If they don't need the help, there is a friend or a family member who will need the help. They can pass on the information to them.
Well, this is definitely a resource that is so wonderful that you're providing for these people. I think it's just wonderful. And I was saying to you earlier that I wasn't aware that this service is there. And I wouldn't be aware because I am of a different culture, and it's there for me. Mm-hmm. And now I'm aware that it's there for your culture, and I think it's excellent. I think we should all be coming together, and we should all, as soon as everybody gets comfortable, we should all be really trying to work on this together. Now brings us to our next point. You have an event coming up, which
we do,
which is one of the reasons why we're here on Focus on Revere.
Yes.
We want to get more people to your event. So talk to me about your event.
I think maybe I will.
You want to refer back down. Okay, so let's refer back down to Mina and Andrea. I'm sorry, Krystle and Andrea, and they're from Voguish Events. And one of the questions that I had asked, talk to me about Voguish Events. Where'd you get that name from, first of all?
Well, one day I got my certificate in event planning and decided that I wanted to go ahead and start an event planning business. And when we sat around and started thinking about names, one of it was Voguish, just because it's stylish, it's catchy, and it brings, you know, people's attention, you know.
It really, I mean, one of the
very
first things
catchy.
I thought, Voguish, wow, what a great name.
Right.
So tell us about this event, where it is, when it is, and a little bit about it.
Dre.
Yeah, so the event is happening September 27th at the VFW Post in Bennington Street. So that's in 150 Bennington Street. We will be hosting it from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're going to have amazing performers. We'll be having raffle prizes. We've been going around to many local restaurant owners from the community to donate food, so there will be an array of international buffet as well. So it's going to be an amazing time for a great cause. So we hope to have everyone from the community join us and support.
So there'll be food, there'll be entertainment.
Oh yeah.
How much are your tickets?
Tickets are $25. You can contact any of us at voguishevents@gmail.com, or you can go to the website to directly donate at wewomen.org. And you can also get them at the door.
Okay.
You know, so.
Now I know that there is, you guys have a website, you're on Facebook, Voguish
Yes.
Events, that you are on Facebook, and I'm just trying to find it here. It's facebook.com/Voguish Events. I have that all in capitals. And that you can also go on, like you said, www.wee.org, and you can buy your tickets online as well. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up, on the fundraiser on the 27th, you are honoring Lona Frangillo.
Yeah, we are honoring Lona because Lona is one of the founding members. And I don't know if you know Lona very well, but she's one of those people who is always ready to help. So she is involved in a lot of programs and community work, community services in the community. She's helping out. When we started this program, she was there with us from the beginning, and she was a board member, the board president, and now she's off. So we feel that it's very important for us to recognize the services and the work that she's doing in the community. So we are honoring her in this event.
I do know Lona, and I do know that she works very hard in the community, and I think that's a wonderful person to be honoring.
Yeah. And we'll be recognizing also 3 former board members. One of them is Daniel Osina, who is a lawyer in the city. We have Gisabel Hota, who is also the program director at WEC.
Yes.
Then we have Maggie Sereno, who is also a former board member. So they will be recognized at this event.
Now, let me ask you something. You're the former executive director. Where are you going?
Right now, I'm still in the city, and I'm around. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still a board member of WE, but I'm right now working at the school, running a program that is called Revere Community School.
Okay.
And Revere Community School basically is an extension of what I'm doing. Basically trying to provide the educational services to newcomers, but also to the residents of Revere. So we are trying to have a wraparound program which will be offering not only educational programs, but other programs or activities or trainings that the Revere community, especially the adults, needed. So right now we started with ESL classes. We have 3 classes that are going on, and then we are planning to have GED classes, and then citizenship classes, and other recreational classes and workshops at the high school. And this is all because of the principal of the Revere High School, and also the superintendent of Revere Public School, and the mayor who supported this program.
So we're talking about Dr. Garcia.
Dr. Garcia, Dr. Dakin.
Dr. Dakin,
yes,
and Mayor Rizzo.
Yeah.
And then I know that they are all involved in
getting
this
program.
Yes,
yeah,
in
getting
these
this
programs,
program.
and really encouraging us to become involved
Yeah.
in them. So, and I agree 100% that and I'm glad you're not going anywhere.
I'm not going
this
anywhere.
Is,
I'm here. I'm here.
Because this is very necessary, and we have a lot of new Revere residents coming in every day, and we welcome them to the community. But again, they do need help.
Yeah, they do.
They need help.
Yeah,
you know,
they need help.
And it's nice to know that you're there to help them, and we have to help support. So I think this fundraiser would be a great place to start. We could meet some people, and again, thank you for your service to the community and your help, with these women, and we're going to be able to meet the new executive director.
Become a volunteer Revere TV citizen journalist and help report on the people, places, issues, and events of your very own neighborhood. All you need is an interest in covering community events that are important to you. Visit us at reveretv.org or message us on facebook.com/reveretv. Learn how you can sign up for free classes today.
Okay, I'm back with Mina Madkour, and Mina is an ESL teacher, and she's going to be translating to our Arabic community as well. And Mina, I want to talk a little bit about the fundraiser that we're going to, hopefully the Arabic community, we're going to tell them about it as well. It is on the 27th, and tell me a little bit about it.
Yes, it is on the 2nd annual celebrating Women Encouraging Empowerment. And this event will happen in VFW in Beachmont, 150 Bennington Street. And we're hoping from this event and fundraising to get help for us to help other women to get more. We can get more ESL classes and to hire more staff for our organization.
Okay. All right. Do you want to translate, or are you going to wait?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll translate
okay,
now.
Good. This is new for both of us.
Yeah, it is. So, هذه جمعية تشجيع تمكين المرأة تنظم أمسية جمع تبرعات، وهي كذلك أمسية تقدير وشكر مع العروض التالية: يناسيب، مراسيم تكريم، مائدة عشاء متنوعة، بوفيه، عالمي لكل الخدمات والإنجازات التي قامت بها جمعية وي. إنه احتفال السنوي الثاني لجمعية تشجيع تمكين المرأة وي. سوف تقضوا وقت ممتع بحضور عروض متنوعة من مختلف جالية عالم القاطنين بمدننا ومجتمعاتنا بإشراف وي وفوغيتش إيفنتس، وتكريم لونا فرونتيلو، وشكر وتقدير دانيال أوكسينا سيرانو مارغري and جيزابيل أوريتا. وذلك يوم الجمعة سبتمبر 27 على الساعة 6 إلى 10 مساء. العنوان VFW Beachmont Post 6712 150 بيننتون ستريت ريفير ماساتشوستس 02151. للتذاكر التذاكر $20 لأعضاء جمعية وي، و25 للضيوف، $60 للأسرة الواحدة من 4 أشخاص، و$40 لأعضاء وي. للمزيد من المعلومات أو بعد تبرعاتكم الرجاء الاتصال ب فاتو فاتي على 781 284 4251 أو مليسا إجناجني على 508 361 3080. ولبعد رسائلكم على البريد الإلكتروني المرجو الاستعمال العنوان التالي weinc2010@gmail.com أو voguishevent@gmail.com. شكرا، ونتمنى أن تساعدونا في هذه الأمسية. شكرا لكم.
Oh, it sounded so beautiful.
So good.
You did a great job. I think you're a movie star. Okay, we'll be back with the new executive director.
Become a volunteer Revere TV citizen journalist and help report on the people, places, issues, and events of your very own neighborhood. All you need is an interest in covering community events that are important to you. Visit us at reveretv.org or message us on facebook.com/reveretv. Learn how you can sign up for free classes today.
Okay, I am back with Women Encouraging Empowerment, the new executive director, Jackie Okanga. Welcome, Jackie.
Thank you very much.
Jackie has an unbelievable resume that she comes with. She has worked mainly in East Africa with women refugees, the internally displaced, and she's provided legal aid to women survivors of sexual and gender-based violence. She's a member of the International Federation of Women Lawyers. She promotes the welfare of women and children and a principle and aims of the United Nations in their legal and social aspects. She's a graduate of the Heller School for Social Policy Management, Brandeis University. You really do come with quite a resume, and I think that you really will be a welcome addition to WE.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about your background. I mean, I gave all the highlights, but where have where have you come from? What have you been doing?
Well, largely I have been working in post-conflict environment, and post-conflict comes with all. In fact, the very word post-conflict is also under a lot of definition, because is there anything as post-conflict? Conflict doesn't start and end.
Right,
it's very
right.
fuzzy. And so, but largely in the area of helping communities deal with what has happened, and mostly at the source. So I'd be working perhaps, say, in Kenya, where there have been some conflict. I'd be working in the neighboring countries. But I came to realize that that's important, but the work you do also with immigrant communities is also important, because majority of people leave for all sorts of reasons, their countries. And so they're carrying a lot of baggage with them, and they also have so much hope within them when they're going to these new countries. And so that is also another area that needs work, and fits very well with what I was doing with those who stayed behind It's also important to work with those who leave and find out how they're faring on in their new homes, whatever they call home.
So you find that they come with this hope. Do they find what they're looking for, do you find, Jackie? Or do you find that now you have a new conflict to deal with?
It's both. It's hard. It's very hard being a new immigrant in a new area. It's difficult to know what services are offered where. Who do you go to? And even there's also the trust issue, especially if you're coming from an area that the reason you've left is a conflict, you know. So we can talk about community organizing, we can talk about ask of your local government for services, but if you're coming from an area that wasn't practiced, you cannot take active role in your community. That needs to be brought out, that you need to form, you need to get a space and resources in order to start asking these questions. The initial step is to find somewhere and to just, you know, you want what everyone wants for their families. You just want to have your family around you and you want your kids to go to school. And so these are the questions that come along and the immediate needs for you right then.
Right.
What you just need is to find a home.
Yes.
And then you can start addressing these other issues. You want to get involved in your child's education. You want
Absolutely.
to learn English so that you know what's going on around you, so that you can get a job. You know what I mean?
No, I do. I
So,
do. So you take care of the basic concerns.
Yes.
And then the other things will emerge.
Yes.
As you were saying, to learn the English,
Yes.
get involved in the school system.
Yes.
And it seems like that's where it's headed. What goals have you set for this program, if you even thought about that yet?
The program has done a lot of good stuff in the community. It's been there for majority of the women. It's provided the English classes, but also that gives, you know, when you have something to go to, other than just stay home, take care of the kids day in, day out, it does broaden your mind. It helps you meet other women. It helps you start to talk about some of the things you may be facing at home, or, you know, just when women start to speak, then one may have an answer to your question or another way of doing it. And so it's not just English. It's English to learn, but there's so much that goes on in there. There's the meeting of each other, the talking about their children, talking about, and then you realize, oh, there's somebody who speaks my language, and that is quite important.
And I did ask you this, Jackie, how many languages are spoken in that center?
The major languages would be French, Arabic, and Spanish. And then there are smaller languages like Creole and some African languages. The Cambodians also have been coming to the center, but we don't have many of them. And so we've got this new initiative to have community facilitators to go out into the community and have discussions with, you know, so that they know what is the best time to have language groups, in which women can come up with ideas of what they want to do, ideas of what holds them back, ideas of how they want to get involved in the community. And through that, we can then work with them to realize these ideas.
Great, great. So they can go on the website if they have access to a computer.
Yes.
It's www.wee.org.
Yes.
If they have access to a website. Other than that, they can come to the center, which is located at, give me the address.
50 Walnut Avenue.
50 Walnut Avenue in Revere. They can come to the center, or they can get in touch with you.
Yes.
There is the fundraiser that will be held on the 27th of September that will be at the VFW Beachmont Post, 6712 at 150 Bennington Street. I can't think of a better way to spend your night than to give to this organization, because they have really been helping women, immigrants coming into this country. I mean, I just think that it's just everything you say, everything Fatou said, it just really benefits these women, it benefits their children, it benefits our community. It's really, really encouraging to me. Ladies, I would like to ask you, Krystle and Andrea, if you have anything else to add before we end.
Yeah, I would like to say that it's been an honor to work with Fatou and for the WE organization, and we're definitely needing more donations, and we will be going around through the local communities the rest of this week and next week to be able to obtain that, and I think that it's going to be a great event, and please try to come, you know.
Yep, I also feel honored, you know, coming also from an immigrant family. Like, this is something like very special. It really hits home, and being able to help and support other, you know, future immigrant women and their families by, you know, by helping it, doing the event planning, just, you know, empowers me.
Yes.
So definitely, you know, like Krystle said, we're going to be going out there to the local businesses. Please support this great organization. September 27th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Be there. $25 for the ticket goes to an amazing cause.
Jackie, would you like to add anything else?
Yes, I'd like to meet you all at this great event, and then we can formally introduce each other. Thank you.
I agree. It would be great to meet Jackie and to, as I said, women encouraging empowerment. And I'd like to thank you for joining us. It was a very special program for me today. Thank you. And thank you for watching Focus on Revere, where a lot of great things are happening.